Hey,
Yeah.
what's going on, folks? We're back, and today we're going to talk about scheduling the week or just schedule. I don't know. We're going to
No,
talk about
we're
scheduling. We're going
talking
to talk
about
about all
scheduling.
things scheduling.
Hey,
Like, we're going to just, it's going to be one of the most comprehensive topics we've ever had. And I'm making that promise before being able to
yeah,
deliver on it. My name's Rodney.
my name's Keith, and that's disappointing. If we talk about all things, that could be a really long video, or maybe short. Maybe we don't pay attention to it at all. I don't know. And this is the More in Common Daily Chronicle, where we just chronicle our journey. We set out to videotape it for our daughters to look back upon and see what it's like. Hopefully when they want to do their own thing, and they have some challenges in their lives, and build some community around it as well. So schedule, and I'm still fighting it. I'm gonna fight it. It's gonna be a week. I think it's gonna be all week. But yeah, scheduling. So you actually brought this up yesterday. Blocks,
Yes.
being open. So you talk about setting your week up. What is scheduling?
So I got an idea. So there's scheduling at my best, and then there's what happens many weeks. So
Okay.
this week would be scheduling at my best because coming into the week, my wife and I take at least, I don't know, it depends on the kids, but like 15 to 30 minutes to at least look at the calendar and sync up. Like, I've got this, you've got this. Like, how can we support each other?
Yeah.
I need your
This
help
isn't
here.
this isn't about Scrum. Like, this helps speed the Scrum.
This isn't even our Scrum yet. This is pre-Scrum. We did that yesterday, and then we scrammed. We ran a Scrum today, post schedule. Yeah. So this would be high octane Campbell's. This is high octane.
Okay.
And you and I planned a little bit yesterday. Like, we put some stuff on the calendar, and even on Friday we did a little bit of planning for this week. So coming in this week, like, I'm coming in hot. Like, I know what I need to get done, and I know what I want to get done, and I have space to get it done. That's another thing for this week. I have some openings on my calendar where I can take some people call it deep work time, reflection, admin, like whatever it is, blocking calendar time so I can get some actual work done. I want to get done. So that's a good week of planning for me. That's what it looks like. What about you?
What did it look like this week?
What?
Your scheduling, was it high octane, or?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is a
high octane week.
This is that week. Yeah. This is a good week.
My scheduling never deviates. This is like one of those routine things for me, because it may deviate in our ability to schedule our time together because things are busy. But I have become, ever since we really started getting more point values, like higher intense weeks.
As you're referring to Scrum.
To Scrum from a business perspective, like, I've just been laser focused on keeping my time. I used to, you schedule all your meetings and you do this, and then it's like, oh, if one runs 5 minutes over, 10 minutes over, and all of a sudden that accumulates throughout the day, right? Sometimes you can't avoid it, but overall I find it to be very controllable. So at the beginning of a week, I'll block off a period of time where calls can be scheduled, or focus time for doing whatever it is I need to be doing, whether it's pipeline, whether it's expenses, whether it's your review, right? Like, this is my time to do that. And, sometimes you'll get into that, oh, this came in, so I start multitasking, even though I'm really not. I'm just distracting myself away from it. So I try to stay laser focused on the task I've allocated, and I'll shift around as the week goes on, right? But what it does is allows me to really look at the whole week and say, these are the things I need to get done. This is when I plan on doing it. So then, let's say I plan on doing something Thursday, I don't have to think about it until then, right? Like, it's on the calendar. This is my block, and no one can take a call over that block. And I generally manage it pretty diligently these days, whereas I used to just be, I had to get into this framework. I think it was probably 6 months ago, because there would be things I'd want to do, and then there would be that space on your calendar, and then someone would take it, and now all of a sudden I've got no time to do anything, or it's like call half hour, but you need an hour to do something, and you don't want to break it up. So this allows me that focus, energy on those tasks so I can get everything that I need to get done.
So are you saying you have a rigid schedule which says like I only take calls between here and here on these days, or is that flexible? It sounds like it's flexible and rigid at the same time, but I'm not
flexible. Yeah, it's a good question. So my calls, I actually used to be like, these would be the only windows I could do calls.
I used to do that too. I loved it, but I don't do that anymore.
I liked it, but it's you can't control it, right? Like in our business anyway, you can't control it. So I let calls happen. Basically, we'll schedule around
work calls,
and then on Mondays I look at my calendar and I block off whatever's still available for specific periods of time, right? To do specific things, whether it's focus time to do this,
focus time, or the administrative. Right. You said expenses, or
maybe I need to collect information for my taxes, and I'm not going to be able to do it at night.
Yeah, right? I'm starting that this week.
I'll block off a half hour. Maybe it's at 12:30 and say, collect your stuff, clean your damn desk, right? Like things like that, because I'm a messy person in my office. So I try to allocate it. And then if things have to move, they move. And sometimes they do, just because there is time creep, right? But I try to prioritize it so I can stay focused and get it done.
Yeah. I think I have a variation of that. I think I'm a little bit more flexible, but what I don't do is I don't plan every Monday. I don't get the planning in for the week like I did today or like I did yesterday.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen every week.
So,
and that's
that is actually on my calendar from 9 to 10 every Monday to plan my week. So
I like that. I might borrow that.
So that's like one of those things that I start to add recurring to, which could lead into like, how do you start setting?
How do you decide
what's recurring and what's not?
Right. That's good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go do that right now. All right, people, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go put this on my calendar before I forget. Before we do, Keith, do you have a question today?
How do you manage your calendar? And do you manage it, or do you let it manage you?
Or does it manage you?
Funny guy.